Welcome to the 21st century, where the new battlefields ain't in some desert, but online. We're talking about AI and digital information. It's like the Wild West out here, except instead of cowboys and saloons, we got algorithms and social media. And trust me, the stakes are high. Think about it. Whoever controls the information flow controls the narrative. They control what you see, what you believe, and ultimately how you think. That's some serious power, right? It's like having the biggest megaphone in the world. Now, two big players are going head-to-head in this digital showdown, the USA and China. Both got their own ways of flexing their digital muscles, and let me tell you, it's a wild ride. We're talking government regulations, censorship, the works. It's a digital tug-of-war, and the whole world's watching who's going to win. So buckle up, folks, because things are about to get interesting. Okay, so let's talk about the USA. Their approach to digital control, it's kind of like their foreign policy. A whole lot of talk about freedom and democracy, but with some interesting moves behind the scenes. They're all about promoting free speech and open internet, which sounds great on paper. But then you got things like social media regulations trying to rein in these tech giants. It's a constant back and forth between letting the internet be the Wild West and trying to keep things from getting out of control. Take the whole Facebook debacle a while back, right? Remember that? Data privacy, election meddling, the whole shebang. Suddenly, everyone's freaking out about how much power these companies have. So the US government steps in, hearings, regulations, the whole 9 yards. They want to appear like they're doing something, showing they care about online safety and all that. But let's be real, folks. It's a delicate balancing act. Too much control and they look like Big Brother. Too little and things get messy. Now let's hop over to China, shall we? Their approach to digital control, let's just say they ain't messing around. They got this thing called the Great Firewall, right? It's basically like a giant digital wall blocking all sorts of websites and content from the outside world. We're talking Google, Facebook, Twitter, the whole gang, banned. They got their own versions of everything, tightly controlled and monitored. Think of it like a curated internet experience or, censorship, depending on how you look at it. It's not just websites, though. The Chinese government, they got their eyes everywhere. Social media? You better believe they're watching. They got these sophisticated algorithms, facial recognition tech, the works. Step out of line, say something the government doesn't like. Boom, you're digitally disappeared. It's like that whole social credit system they got going on, but online. Behave and you're golden. Step out of line and you might as well kiss your internet privileges goodbye. Section 4, 2023. A year in the digital tug-of-war. All right, fast forward to 2023. What's been going down in the digital world? Well, let's just say things ain't slowing down. Remember that whole TikTok drama? The US government was all over that, worried about data privacy and Chinese access. They even tried to ban it, remember? Talk about a digital showdown. Then you got all those reports about China using AI for surveillance, tracking citizens, the whole shebang. It's like an episode of Black Mirror, but in real life. And it's not just governments either. Tech companies are getting in on the action too. Elon Musk with his Neuralink thing, trying to put chips in our brains. Mark Zuckerberg and his metaverse dreams. It's like everyone's trying to control the future of information. And it's getting kind of scary, not gonna lie. Section 5, two sides of the same coin, similarities and differences in control. So we got the USA preaching freedom, but with some control issues. And we got China, straight up digital gatekeeping, two different approaches, but are they really that different? Here's the thing, both countries are trying to control the narrative just in their own ways. The USA does it through regulations and soft power, trying to influence what you see online. China, they go straight for the jugular, blocking and censoring anything they don't like. It's like choosing between a slap on the wrist and a punch in the face. Both gonna hurt, just in different ways. But here's the kicker. Both systems have their flaws. The US approach, it can be slow, reactive, and sometimes ineffective. China's way, it's straight up oppressive, man. No freedom of speech, no dissenting voices, just the government's version of the truth. So, yeah, different methods, same goal to shape the digital world in their image. Section 6. The future of information, a global power struggle. So what does this all mean for the future? Buckle up, Buttercup, because it's going to be a bumpy ride. The battle for digital control is just heating up, and it's not going to be pretty. We're talking about a global power struggle, with information as the weapon of choice. The USA and China, they're just the tip of the iceberg. Other countries are catching on, realizing the power of the digital realm. We're talking about a future where the internet is carved up, balkanized, with different rules and regulations depending on where you are. It's a scary thought, right? No more free flow of information, no more global village, just a bunch of digital islands, each controlled by their own set of rules. And the scariest part, we, the users, we're caught in the middle. Our data, our privacy, our very thoughts are up for grabs. So, yeah, the future of information, it's a digital battleground, and right now it's anyone's game.